Okay, before I get started on this video today, I'd like to first thank those of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. That channel is Hope and Truth Daily. Also, thanks to those of you that have liked the videos and those of you that have shared my videos. I've had a few of you guys like, share, and subscribe. Uh, it's not required, but if those of you watching this video now haven't watched the previous videos, that would really be good if you could go back and watch those. Hit that like button if you like it. Uh, Subscribe. And subscribing is not like most of you know this, but there might be a few out there that don't know. Subscribing to a YouTube channel is not like subscribing to a streaming service or a magazine or something. So it's free. So you subscribe, it helps me, it helps my channel grow. Hitting the like button also helps my channel grow. And then sharing it, which will get more people to see the video, will do the same. You can share it in many ways. You hit the share button when you're watching the video or when you're finished, either way. Uh, you can share it through YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook Messenger. You can share it through email. You can share it through, put it on your newsfeed on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm sure there's other ways. But when you hit share, it'll show you different things. You can copy the link and put it somewhere, put the link in a message somewhere. But it really helps the channel if you subscribe. So those of you watching this, please get the word out. Send it to your friends. Ask them if they would subscribe and hit like and share, and even hit that notification bell. That way, you know when I'm doing a live. You'll be able to see it, as I'm recording it. Most of you are watching this, after the fact. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, as usual, I'd like to welcome you guys to today's message on my Hope and Truth Daily YouTube channel. And again, as always, I'm glad you guys are here. Today, we're going to talk about finding peace in uncertainty. And if there's one thing we all experience in life, I know I do, it's uncertainty. Whether it's changes in our personal lives, challenges at work, or things happening in the world around us. And there's a lot happening in the world around us right now. Uh, Uncertainty can feel a bit overwhelming. But even in the midst of it, there's something incredible that we can hold on to, and that's God's peace. Again, something credible that we can hold on to no matter what's going on, no matter how much uncertainty we have, God's peace. Okay. Jesus talks about this peace in John 14:27, and I'm going to transfer that over so you guys can see it. John 14:27. There it is. And he says in John 14:27, peace I leave you. I'm sorry, peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. Again, I'll read that one more time. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. Now, there's a lot to take in there. I mean, that's a little bit longer than I think the ones that I've been putting on the other videos. Excuse me. So let's just take a moment to reflect on that, like we usually do. Jesus isn't talking about a fleeting or a temporary peace, like the kind that we might feel when things are going really good in our lives, things are going really well. He's offering a peace that remains steady, even when life is uncertain. This peace isn't based on our circumstances, but on His presence in our lives. Let me say that again. This peace isn't based on our circumstances, but on His presence in our lives. Okay? Uh, we know that we live in a world where peace often feels out of reach. Okay? Uh, we search for it in all kinds of ways. We try to find peace in our successes. Try to find it in stability or control. But the truth is, none of those things can offer the deep, lasting peace that Jesus gives. Worldly peace depends on everything going smoothly, but God's peace doesn't depend on what's happening around us. It's a peace that comes from knowing that no matter what, God is in control and He's with us. Again, God is in control and He's with us. Got to get rid of this little thing, this tickle in here. Now, I know how easy it is to let uncertainty steal your peace. Okay. Maybe right now you're facing a situation that's feels like completely out of your control, or whether it's uh, a health concern, a financial struggle, or just some kind of difficult decision. Uncertainty can lead to a lot of things like anxiety, fear, sleepless nights as we try to figure out how to navigate the unknown. Uh, but here's the amazing thing: Jesus offers us peace even in the midst of all of those situations. So, how do we experience this peace? It starts with trust. And it seems like everything always seems to start with trust. We have to trust God with the things that we don't understand. That's not always easy, especially when we want to know the answers or see the full picture. But when we release our need to control and hand it over to God, we make room for his peace to fill our hearts. Okay? There's another verse I want to share. It's Philippians 4, verses 6 through 7. Let me put that one over here. And in Philippians 4, verses 6 and 7, it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." And I'll read that one more time. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." In other words, pray to God. "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Now, that's probably the longest one that I've done so far. I don't know if I'd have room for anything bigger than that. So that's basically a promise. Okay, that's basically a promise, and that's a good promise. So when we bring our worries uh, and concerns to God in prayer, he responds with peace, a peace that doesn't always make sense, but it's real, it's powerful. Uh, and like I said, it doesn't make sense all the time, but it's real and it's powerful. One of the most comforting things about God's peace is that it protects our hearts and our minds. Like when uncertainty tries to overwhelm us, God's peace steps in and reminds us that we're not alone, that God's working on our behalf, and that we can rest in His care. So today's affirmation is this: I can find peace and uncertainty through God's presence. Let me say it again. I can find peace and uncertainty through God's presence. And you can say that as many times during the day you want. If you have to look in the mirror to do it, look in the mirror. Just when you're going about your day, just say it. I can find peace and uncertainty through God's presence. And no matter what unknowns you're facing right now, I encourage you to pause, breathe, and remember that God's peace is available to you always. Always. He hasn't promised to take away every problem that you've got, but He has promised to walk with you through them and give you His peace. And as you go through your day today, keep this truth close. Jesus has given you His peace always. It's not fragile, it's not temporary. It's a peace that stands firm even when everything around you seems uncertain. I need a drink. My mouth's getting a little dry. Like I said, yeah, it's a peace that stands firm even when everything around you seems uncertain. So just go about your day today and keep that in mind. Okay. And like I said, if you can, just remember that the affirmation is I can find peace and uncertainty through God's presence. I can find peace and uncertainty through God's presence. Anyway, thank you for joining me today on Hope and Truth Daily. If this message encouraged you, please take some time today to reflect on John 14:27 and also on Philippians, what was that one? 4, 6 through 7. Okay. But just try to, I'm probably banging this microphone, aren't I? Hearing some loud noise. Just let Jesus' words remind you that no matter how uncertain things may feel, His peace is greater and it's yours to receive. Okay? His peace is greater and it's yours to receive. All right. Thanks again. And please, guys, if you can, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Okay? It helps out a lot. Have a blessed day. Thank you.